Wow, look at those tables. Aren't they nice? Actually, you all started with the same table, which is addition modulo 4. And you worked on the same set of designs. And yet you were able to produce 3 different masterpieces. This is actually the original design. May I ask one member from each group to explain what they did? Let's start with the first group, the translation group. Yes, Ronnie?
So our group was assigned to do translation. This is the original table design. So we pasted it here, then translate it to the right. Then from here we translate it downward. And from here we translated it to the left. So we came up with this design.
Okay, let's give the first group a big round of applause. Okay, can we have the second group? Yes, Ruby?
Our group was assigned to do the rotation. We have here the original table that serves as the reference table. The second grid was rotated 90 degrees clockwise. The third grid was rotated 180 degrees clockwise. The fourth grid was rotated 270 degrees clockwise. And we end up with this design.
Okay, another round of applause for the second. And shall we have the third group? Yes, Jay?
Our group was assigned to do the reflection. We put this original table here, then we reflected it along the y-axis. Then we reflected both tables along the x-axis. And then we ended up with this design.
Very good. Can we have a round of applause for the last group? Thank you very much. Are you ready to see more designs?
Yes, ma'am.
This was actually done by Jill Britton, and she used the table Z5. And she ended up with this design. Actually, she was a bit creative and changed the grid. Can you imagine what would happen next? It curled a bit, and then if you do the rotations and the reflections, we'll end up with this design. Isn't that interesting? Okay. Now, how about if we do the multiplication table? Here we have the addition modulo 10 on the left and the multiplication modulo 10 on the right. Multiplication behaves differently. This was done by a former student of mine, and she noticed that if you translate the grid many times and you highlight only a few items or few numbers, you'll end up with a different design. The next one is the same grid, but she highlighted different elements. This time it was 4 and 6 were highlighted. And on the next slide, the numbers 0, 1, and 7 were highlighted. See the effect of colors?
Yes.
Okay. Again, on the next slide, we'll have Jill Britton grid using Z5. And again, she altered the grid. What effect do you think will this have on the design? It will actually become like this. Doesn't that look familiar?
Yes.
Looks like a cloth design. But if you reflect and rotate, again, what will you have? You'll end up with this design. Okay? So, are you now ready to take the challenge?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to construct your own original design using any modular multiplication table. Are there any questions?
None.
Okay, so I'll see you next meeting. Goodbye, class.
Goodbye, ma'am.